I said yes to the dress. My 2 cents. I said yes to the dress. My 2 cents on the journey of finding the perfect gown. The moment I stepped into the bridal boutique, I felt both excitement and overwhelming pressure. I had been envisioning this moment for years. The day I'd finally say, I said yes to the dress. But what followed was nothing short of an emotional roller coaster. It's not just about finding a gown. It's about discovering a piece of art that embodies who you are, your love story, and the aspirations you have for your future. As I reflect on this journey, I realize that the decision was far more than just a shopping experience. It was an emotional, psychological, and cultural event that transformed me in ways I hadn't expected. In this article, I want to take you through my journey of choosing the perfect wedding dress, and more importantly, I want to provide my perspective on what I learned from it. This process has a significant cultural weight, impacts self-esteem, and often highlights the complex nature of wedding planning. I'll share my experience, the lessons I learned, and insights for future brides navigating the bridal world. A wedding dress is more than just a dress. We all know that the wedding day is considered one of the most important events in many people's lives. It's a celebration of love, commitment, and new beginnings. But among the endless preparations and decisions, the wedding dress stands out as one of the most symbolic and personal choices a bride will make. For many, the dress is more than just an outfit. It represents the culmination of dreams, a moment when you feel beautiful, powerful, and unique. In fact, wedding gowns are often seen as heirlooms, passed down through generations, with each one holding deep sentimental value. These dresses often reflect cultural traditions, individual personality, and even the style of the wedding itself. Choosing a wedding dress has been described as a rite of passage, and for me, it certainly felt that way. The moment I said yes to the dress, I felt as though I was embracing a chapter in my life that was both personal and historic. The search for the dress, emotions, expectations, and pressure. At first, I was determined to make my wedding dress search an efficient, streamlined experience. I thought I could simply walk into a store, try on a few dresses, and pick one out quickly. I imagined myself wearing a stunning gown, saying yes to the first one I tried on, and walking out feeling accomplished. However, the reality was far more complex. From the moment I stepped into the bridal store, I was surrounded by racks of gleaming gowns in shades of ivory, champagne, and white. The variety was overwhelming. What struck me immediately was the weight of expectation. The pressure to find the perfect dress, combined with my own internalized notions of what that dress should be, added a layer of stress to the process. I was faced with the challenge of not only considering how the dress made me feel but how others might perceive it. The traditional idea of what makes a bride beautiful played a huge role in shaping my expectations. As much as I wanted to express my individuality, there was still a lingering societal pressure to meet certain beauty standards that have been embedded in the wedding industry for years. The transformation. Discovering what feels right. As I began the process of trying on dresses, I realized that my initial vision of what I wanted wasn't matching up with what was flattering or comfortable for me. I started to understand that the process wasn't about finding the perfect dress. It was about finding the dress that made me feel the most me. As I slipped into each gown, I began to pay attention not just to how the dress fit, but how it made me feel emotionally. Did I feel comfortable? Did I feel like I could move? Did I feel confident? At some point, I realized that no amount of external validation was going to define my decision. I had to make it for myself. I think that's the critical lesson every bride should learn. The dress should feel like an extension of you, not an expectation of others. For me, this was a transformative realization, one that completely changed how I approached the decision-making process. The emotional roller coaster of the bridal appointment. Wedding dress shopping isn't just about the gowns, it's about the people you share the experience with. For some, the decision is made with family members or close friends by their side. These appointments can be emotional, especially when family members have strong opinions about what they think would suit you. I was fortunate to have a supportive group of friends and family members with me, but even then, there were moments of tension and disagreement. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone wants to see you in something that aligns with their vision for your wedding day. One moment that stands out was when I tried on a dress I absolutely loved, but one of my friends had reservations. She was concerned it didn't fit the classic mold she envisioned. I'll admit, her comments made me second-guess my choice. However, as I reflected, I realized that the dress that made me feel confident and beautiful was the right one for me, regardless of anyone else's opinion. Navigating these emotions during the process can be tough, but it's also a valuable part of the journey. It helps you understand the importance of trusting your instincts and letting go of outside pressures. Beyond the dress, the impact on self-image and identity. I also discovered something that I hadn't expected. The dress affected how I viewed myself. In the rush of wedding planning, it's easy to lose sight of the fact that your wedding dress represents more than just a garment. It represents your personal transformation. The process of choosing the right gown forced me to confront my own relationship with beauty, self-esteem, and identity. I realized that I was not just looking for a dress. I was looking for an external symbol of my worth and identity. It's a harsh but common truth that many women feel they need to look a certain way to be perceived as beautiful, especially on their wedding day. It was eye-opening to realize how much weight society places on a bride's appearance. In the end, I chose a dress that made me feel powerful, comfortable, and, most importantly, like myself. I didn't need to adhere to a conventional standard of beauty to be a beautiful bride. The industry's influence on wedding dresses. When I look at the wedding industry as a whole, I can't help but think about the many ways it shapes our perceptions. The wedding industry, with its billion-dollar market, often perpetuates unrealistic standards of beauty and body expectations. The reality is, not every woman fits the mold that many designers set. The limited representation of body types, ethnicities, and cultures within the bridal industry is a major issue. I was fortunate to have a wide range of options available, but for many brides, the lack of inclusivity can make the dress searching experience even more stressful. I truly believe the wedding industry needs to broaden its perspective and offer more diverse, body-positive options for all brides. After all, the wedding dress should celebrate the individual, not just the traditional ideal. The moment I said yes to the dress, and then, after trying on dozens of dresses and facing my own insecurities, it happened. The moment came when I tried on the dress that felt like it was made just for me. The fabric glided smoothly over my skin, and I could feel the shape, the cut, and the detail coming together in a way that made me feel stunning. As I stood there, looking at myself in the mirror, I had an epiphany. This wasn't just a dress. It was a reflection of who I had become. A representation of all the moments, trials, and joys I had experienced leading up to this day. It was an expression of my individuality, my journey, and my love story. When I said yes to the dress, it wasn't just about finding the right gown. It was about embracing who I was becoming as I took the next step in my life. It was about owning my story and my future. Conclusion. The final thoughts on finding the one. In conclusion, the process of choosing a wedding dress is far more than just a shopping trip. It's a moment of reflection, a journey towards self-awareness, and a celebration of who you are. The yes to the dress moment is, for many brides, a symbol of the transition into a new chapter of their life. It's a transformative experience that holds deep emotional significance. I've learned that finding the perfect dress is not about meeting the expectations of others or conforming to an ideal. It's about feeling confident and authentic in what you wear. The right dress is the one that makes you feel like yourself on one of the most important days of your life. To future brides, I encourage you to embrace the experience and trust yourself. Listen to your instincts, be patient with the process, and know that you will find the dress that reflects your unique beauty and your love story. Saying yes to the dress is not just about the gown, it's about embracing everything that it represents. And when you find the right one, you'll know that it's a symbol of who you are and all the wonderful moments yet to come.